Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm going to be making a care video for the Fire-bellied Toad. This right here is Fire-bellied Toad. I have 3 of them in a 20-gallon long tank this way. I have a couple live plants in here, a log back there, a little piece of mapani wood, and a filter. Care for these guys is pretty easy. They're a pretty good starter reptile, amphibian I mean. They can do fine at room temperature, so there's no additional heat source needed, but they can tolerate higher temperatures, so you can put like a incandescent bulb just so there's some light in the terrarium, which is what I have. I have plant bulbs just to help the plants grow. There's a couple different ways you can set these guys tanks up. You can do it like I have it, which is just a pretty much all aquatic setup. And then I have a turtle dock back there. I think it's by ZoomEd for them to come up on. I personally chose this setup because I used to have them in a land setup, but they would never be on the land. They would always be in the water dish, except for when I fed them. That's the only time they would ever come out. So I really didn't see the point of just having all this land space when they weren't going to use it, if they were just going to sit in the water all the time, and figured that they'd prefer water to swim in. So you can either do all aquatic like I have. You can do 50-50, 50% land, 50% water. So you can get like a terrarium divider or something to cut it in half, or you can use something like that. Or you can do pretty much a full land setup. What you'd want to do for that is use like Eco Earth, and then just have a big water dish for them to go in. I just personally really didn't like that setup just because dirt would always get in the water, and you'd have to change the water dish like every day. It's a lot easier. You know, just do 25% water changes every week or two, just like you would with a fish tank. And the plants help break down the waste of the toads, so I think it's a lot better setup than just a wasted land space and then having to clean their dish every day because they get dirt in it. But so you can do any of those setups. Fire-bellied toads are mildly toxic. They really have no effect on the human, so they give you a cut, it's really not going to do anything unless you're allergic. There have been cases where people have allergic reaction to it, so you really don't want to handle them unless necessary. If you're going to do an all-aquatic setup, you want to make sure you have a good filter. I have a Fluval 2 Plus back there. It's actually recommended for, I think it goes up to, let me see, yeah, filter is 24, it's for a tank of up to 24 gallons. This is a 20-gallon long, and I have it about half full, I want to say, so there's probably about 10 gallons in there. But, so that does a really good job, because it's almost twice as much water's in there, so it filters it really well. Live plants, as I said, help with filtration. If you're going to do a live, or a fully aquatic setup like this, you can use gravel for the substrate. But if you're going to do a land setup or partial land setup, do not use the gravel where their land area is, because they can ingest it and pretty much choke and die on it. With this, it's in the bottom of the aquarium, and they don't eat down there, they eat up on this little land dock. I just feed them 3 dozen crickets, small crickets, twice a week, I think it is, and so a dozen for each of them, and they go to town on them really quick. I just had added a piece of potting wood in there just for decoration. There's really no need for it in there, but I just think it looks nice. And 20 long, you can fit, I think it's 4 to 5 toads. I'm not 100% positive on that. I have 3 in there right now. I'm probably gonna get another one sometime soon. But all the pet stores around here only have the these are the Oriental Fire-bellied Toads. Then they also have the European Fire-bellied Toads, which is what it seems like all the pet stores have. The European ones are the brown ones, and then the lime green ones are the Orientals, and I personally think the Orientals are a lot nicer looking. But these guys, besides crickets, they can eat bloodworms, mealworms, anything like that. But that's pretty much it for the care. These guys are pretty easy. You just, as I said, want to make sure you do water changes, or if you have land set up, clean their water dish every day, or get rid of any feces you see on the land part. But other than that, these guys are really easy to maintain because you really don't need any additional heat or light for them. They're pretty much good at room temperature. And they're pretty hardy. I think they can live for 10 to 15 years, I think lifespan is. So if you're looking to get a good starter amphibian, or just looking for an amphibian that's enjoyable to have, I would definitely recommend these guys because they're a lot of fun to watch. They're really cool, and they chirp at night, which is it's pretty cool. I like it. But yeah, these guys are pretty good frogs and toads, and I would definitely recommend getting them. I'll be making more videos soon, so keep an eye out.